Oh, dear. Well, that's an interesting one. Already lost. Thing I was looking for. Hello. Good day. What is going on? Let me get all these parts out. So we did the unboxing for this sweet, sweet bit of plastic, and I've already lost the instructions. Hey Meg, how's it going? Ow! Son of a Reno! Ow! Hello. Good day. Happy Sunday to you. Can you hear me all right? Am I legible? Understandable? I've already lost the instructions. It's absolutely terrible. I could also need to update the kilobits per second. Stop that. I know, Meg. I know. Some people pay good money for that. Not to hurt me, the other way around. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're all well. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Reno, you can hear me. Fabulous. How is everyone's Sunday? We're building the Predator tank. I promise. Alright, we've already taken off. Hopefully, at some point in this stream, well, actually in the VOD, I will hopefully remember to go up here somewhere and add in a card for the Rhino unboxing and potentially some of that building disaster. Like in the unboxing video for this, I did test that these two parts went together smoothly. And I'm happy to report that once everything's all lined up, it just kind of gets in there. As with a lot of things, you've just got to line it up. You can't just jam it in there. You've got to line it up carefully and basically not do what I was doing right there. Off to a fantastic start. Stream is already getting saucy. Well, Meg, you know. Yeah, but also PG at the same time. You know. Well, I know you know that. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. Okay, so that does kind of... We did this the other day and it went together... Okay, look at that. Look at that. That's how it should be, I think. You know what? Saying that, we do have a bit of a gap going on. Curses! Anyway, we're not going to build... I want to build the turret and I want to get the main bit of this together. I probably won't put the majority of the tracks on because you saw that on the Rhino video. We don't need to replicate the same thing over and over again, really. I'll put the top bit of track on just so we can get everything aligned and then probably just leave the rest of it off. Meg. More a 12A. I don't even know what a 12A is these days. Like, as far as I can tell, most films these days, they don't have the guts to be an 18. It's a 15 at the most. It's a rarity that your boy Badger sees an 18 out there in the wild. You know? It's a strange thing. Gaps are the bane of my... Reno, talk to me. If you don't like gaps... Like this stream. Oh, what a segue. What a segue. Also left the cap off the glue last night. That might be an issue. On today's... I could have sworn. So I have finished... I finished my latest miniature. Which is a 1,000 Sun Geezer. Right here. We did gold paint and then contrast over that. I'm pretty happy with the result. I think by the time I'd finished 10 of them, I'd probably get it down a lot better. But I'm pretty happy. It looks pretty saucy to me. Yeah, by the time I did all, like, another 10 or whatever, a full squad will... You know, with comparing that it's all brushwork, I'm very happy. It would go on smoother if it was with an airbrush, but I'm not remotely distracted by the fact that I can't find the instructions. On streaming, it's common to have the 18. Well, on Twitch we are. Anyway, let's remove these things. Oh, if you're on Twitch, at twitch.tv/gloriousBadger, we are indeed 18 plus. However, here on YouTube, we're absolutely PG. And I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. I will not. Like, I used to be PG on Twitch, but gave up. But I'm absolutely sticking to the PG thing over on this place. And I didn't stream on Friday night because, frankly, I was feeling absolutely exhausted. Spent a lot of Monday traveling and a lot of Tuesday traveling. And that's my reasoning. You had 3 club meets? Hell yes. I hope it's going well. You ended up pinning him with a cocktail stick. Wait, hold on. You bought Gaz, and he was a pain in the bum to get on the. Oh, really? I do have Gaz over there, but I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of him, so I can't even look at the kits to see. Like, I don't even have any experience building it yet. I will do, but not yet. You ended up pinning him with a cocktail stick. 19 paid up, signed up. Oh, crikey! That's amazing. That is very good. That's an awesome thing. Get rid of some of this. So obviously, as per usual, we're going to look at the Sunday preview. We're going to look at the Sunday preview for Games Workshop. Something was supposed to be delivered over the weekend. It didn't arrive. There was a disaster. Like, GW insist on using insist on using UPS, also known as the worst delivery company in the world. Actually, no. I don't know. Yodel? They're pretty rubbish as well. But Yodel's a much younger company. You would fully expect UPS to be actually somewhat competent. You would expect, expectations and reality. Reno, don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say that. Wow. Surely, I find that hard to believe. DPD is basically the only company which has ever, consistently not caused issues for me. They've been consistently good. I believe, actually, DPD, they were a German postal service at some point. And then they went global. DPD are amazing. Reno, talk to me about your DPD issue. Let's workshop it. Scalpels do hurt, yeah. Well, I don't know if it really caused pain. It was more like a shock that I'd accidentally... it's not hurting or anything at the moment. I think that's a Chinook flying over. I don't know, maybe not. Been flying over quite recently. Oh, hello. I've got to find the instructions. I could have sworn they were in the box, but no. We ordered some leather restorer stuff, and twice it's turned up smashed to hell. Really? And leaking in the box? Oh, wow. Yeah, that is not good. We don't like that. We like things appearing in one... Sorry, I got very sidetracked because I just had an email appear. I just had to confirm something. I've got to start cancelling a bunch of... Oh, hello? I got to cancel a few things. With the upcoming dreaded move of Doom, I got to start sorting out everything. Anywho. So where are the instructions? Flippity gibbet. Not where I initially... What's this? This is a weird one. And now chat has disappeared as well. Curses. Technically renamed to Dynamic Parcel Distribution. Hold on, let me see. Deutsche Paketieren. Oh, okay, okay. Well, now I know what DPD stands for. Tactically renamed to Dynamic Parcel Distribution. What's up, Ragnar? How you doing, dude? You've flown in a tunic? Oh, have you, Icarus? Yeah, well, obviously, like, we're right by the Salisbury Plains. We do get them flying over, well, all kinds of military things flying over. I say we're in the Salisbury Plains. I guess we're on the outskirts of them. Ragnar, how you doing, you saucy beast? I have got 5 more miniatures to finish painting up for, like, the Horus Heresy Legion thing. 5 of those, and I got to do a bunch of basing videos for them. And then I've got to move on to new stuff. Different stuff. Every time people talk about helicopters, I've got to think about the Jesus. Wait, what? Only one more that really matters. Ragnar. So your mini right here. I haven't stopped it, obviously. Obviously, last week was to bleep it. It was a bleep week for me, and I didn't really do as much as I'd wanted to. So, I'm not going to be continuing to paint this on stream, but I do want to record painting the back of the cape on the miniature. And you did say Martian base, right? Like a sort of red, dusty Martian kind of base, right? Okay, rock on. I thought so. I just wanted to double check before I start. I was going to do it the other night, and I thought, you know what? Let's find out and double check. Okay. Oh God. I need to figure out a way of not having adverts appear in my ear when I'm streaming. So I think the best way of doing it is that going to sweet. This YouTube, this browser, where I don't seem to get advert noises. It's a strange situation. Anyway, they've lost. I don't know. It was. My grandmother would have been very pleased. Like, she would have been happy. Like, it was her kind of send off, like in the way she would have liked it, which is the main thing. More people than expected turned up, so like she was the youngest of her kind of friend group, and most of her friends have already passed on to their rest and reward, and so not many of like her contemporaries were there. In fact, I think just one of them. Actually, no. Like her last remaining friend got Alzheimer's and couldn't make it. So, however, like lots of my like my mum's side of the family, like their friends kind of turned up, who were still up there. Why is chat paused? Like that Dark Angel someone dropped in your... Oh, okay, hold on. Oh! Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. I can do that. I can do that. We can make that happen. Alright. Icarus, unfortunately, Ragnar won his, like, several months ago. And had it sent to me. Like, basically, his is going to be the last one I can definitely guarantee. I know Meg's got one kind of waiting. I have warned her, though, that with the move, like, chance of actually painting it before I move are absolutely minimal. I've got less than a... What date is it today? I've got... assuming... Well, we had the what's it? The geezer come around and do a survey last Friday. Assuming that doesn't cause any disasters, we're probably going to be moving on the... My brain is saying November the 7th. My dad's birthday's on the 4th, so I'm hoping he can have a final weekend here and then we can move. So I got like just over a month. Months, I tell you! I know. Well, listen. Can't rush the good stuff, Ragnar. Sometimes... Can't continue that sentence. I can't continue that sentence. No, I know, Icarus. I know it's tongue-in-cheek. However, like, I do... I don't want this downtime to drag on, though. That's the issue. Like, it's why I'm currently trying to record as much as I can. And trying to edit as much as I can. Edit as much as I can. So that at least the YouTube stuff is going to hopefully remain somewhat consistent. Over on YouTube, like this entire setup's going to have to get packed up. There is a high chance of me doing gaming streams, but that may very well be on Attack Badger rather than this Glorious Badger account. Potentially. Just like so I'm able to stream in some aspect and potentially earn a bit of money like that. You're not going to bother sending it your way until after the move? One less thing to keep track of. Yeah, no, that makes sense, Meg. I do apologise. That's why I expect it. Quality takes time, exactly. Especially my level of quality. Vroom. Yeah, I tell you what, that's one thing. I'm kind of hoping in the next house, we don't live on where our house is. This knife, consider it to be a road. Like the main part of town is this side, right? This is out towards the country. I'm going to do it like that, okay? So we're like out round about here on the sort of, it's a small town, I would say outskirts, but it's like town centre, us, and then the outskirts. So it's like not much. However, so this road, people like to go down this road and accelerate all the way down the street, all the way down the road. Because there's no speed limit once you get to the end of our street. There's never any policemen, there's no speed cameras or anything on this street, so why bother going at the posted limit, which is 20 miles an hour? No, just accelerate all the way down the street. Accelerate and make a complete racket. And drive me around the bloody bend. I can't stand it. So what I'm hoping in the next house, we don't have that issue. Or if that issue is there, I'm going to make sure that this room is fully soundproofed. There we go. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that well. No, it's all right. I fully expect sarcasm, Ragnar. I would expect nothing less. Well, I mean, Icarus, basically, apart from Meg, you are potentially the only other person who's, like... I would be very happy to sort of take on your project. It sounded great. Very interesting and all that, like, good stuff, but I just can't guarantee that it would be able to be done anytime soon. More time doesn't mean more skill. That is true. That is true, Icarus. Well, the issue is, like, when I'm painting on stream, I like to chat with chat, surprisingly, and I can't really paint and chat. I like to generally do my best to look at camera. I I generally like to look at the camera when I'm talking. I know my eyes suddenly like do drift off a little bit because I actually try and read chat as well, and then I get sidetracked staring at the screen. But like, yeah, I do. It is an issue, like painting on camera. Some people are very happy to just be like, I don't really like doing that, so I try not to do it too much. Anyway, oi oi, Savaloy, what's up, Jammy? How you doing, you saucy beast? We are building a predator. We have an issue. We have an issue. That issue being, I've lost the instructions, so I'm currently winging it. It's not going to be a major issue. I do have the instructions for the rhino. Also somewhere. So it's not a complete disaster. It's just a disaster. So I guess we'll see. You just finished a 9-day work. That's disgusting. That is utter filth. I hope. Hold on. I hope that you're gonna put your feet up. All right. Get some relaxing done. Maybe have a slice of cake. Yeah? Ooh, hello, Betty. Oi, oi! Yeah, Rena, you're probably absolutely... Yeah, I probably could. But I haven't had a chance to look yet, because the thing is, I went live. Think in my brain going, the instructions are in the box. Obviously. Why wouldn't they be in the box? I did the unboxing video. The instructions are going to be in the box, so I'll just reach down for the box, get the plastic sprues out, and realise that this box is in fact empty, apart from the sprues and the transfer sheet. Some idiot put the instructions somewhere safe, and well, this is the situation I find myself in now. So I haven't had a chance to look for thingamajigs yet, like online instruction manuals. I'm trying to remember as much as I can. I think it's going to be relatively okay. But we all know how that goes. Who saw that new... it's Warhammer Day coming up on the 8th of October, by the way. So currently, I've got an Emperor's Champion right here for potential Black Templars, right? This is the normal Emperor's Champion miniature. But there is a new one coming out for Warhammer Day. I'm absolutely yoinking for my Imperial Fists. Oh, yes. Wing and a prayer. Fairly, sorry. Funnily enough, my mum baked a cake this afternoon. Jammy, what did she make? Is there likely to be any extra? That's all they do. They just accelerate up and down this road. Can you hear that in the background? I don't know when I'm talking. You can. So I try, like when they're driving away. I try and stop talking because I know the microphone's probably picking some of it up. Something weird's happening with OBS. Whatever. Who does that? Wait, who does what, Ragnar? Bake a cake? Hey, we were gonna do baking streams if we ever hit partner on Twitch. Thanks. That's not going to happen in this house. There's no way. We can't hit partner in a month. So in the future, maybe. In the next house. Or not. You need to build a kill team. What variety of kill team are you going to go with? Do you know? I might have ordered some Space Dwarfs, by the way. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and God, please stop doing that. Getting really. It's really frustrating. Hot tub. Listen here. I mean, the only... I don't know. I don't think people genuinely want to see my... I think people, like, there'll be more interest in... I hate to say it. Scantily clad people who are not me. In a manky... No, Ragnar. No. No. Did I just chop something off which I wasn't meant to? No, I'm good. The group is taken to kill team. Oh, okay. Oh, Phobos. Well, they do try and like to give away... I say give away. They do a lot of kill teams which are like... They've done a lot of box sets which are like heavily Phobos orientated. And heavily kind of Reavers. Did you do it accidentally a la Sir Norman Fry from Little Britain? Jammy, gonna be honest, I'm actually... Oh, not put the instructions back, Ragnar? Yeah. I thought I did, truth be told. I could have sworn that I did. Turns out I didn't. I got no idea why they weren't put back. So Alan, so hold, Jammy, you're gonna have to kind of... I didn't really watch huge amounts of Little Britain. I found it... I found them slightly irritating in the end. I think I probably started off watching them. I just found their humor irritating. And so I just I kind of just moonwalked away from it and just carried on watching Ghostbusters over and over again. I watched Starship Troopers again last night. It was great. There's the new set cover. Oh, do you know what's in it, Icarus? You would be an inflatable kiddie pool in a wetsuit wearing scuba. Well, I don't know. I mean, now we like that's verging on being not even remotely PG. Far too sexualized. Okay. Oh, we got another bit we got to clean up. I did see the Games Day mini Ragnar. Yeah, so it's Warhammer Day. 35th anniversary of Games Workshop. So I'm fully expecting there to be that sweet mini. I'm absolutely going to get two of them. One for my Imperial Fists and one for... I don't know, framing or... I don't know. One for some reason or another. It's a sweet mini. They've done a cracking job on it. I'm absolutely looking forward to purchasing them. Imperial Navy! Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, Chris, yeah. Gotta say, that didn't really do much for me, weirdly. I was kind of expecting it to do something for me. It didn't. It was a very strange thing. The scenery I would probably get if I could get it cheaply. Or cheap enough, I should say. So Norman Fry is a politician that repeatedly gets into scandals and then lists The extraordinary absurd coincidences that led to... Oh. Oh, no. I can imagine, though. I can imagine. Vaguely what... I mean, I flat out refuse to talk about politics. We're here on YouTube, Twitch, obviously. We don't do that at all. However, I'm not... I do see what goes on. And the lengths that some people will go to explain away things. Very interesting. So yes, I'm going to hopefully have a quick look shortly and see these instructions. It's just so strange. Well, I haven't been moving stuff around a huge amount yet. I've got to order a bunch of really useful boxes, storage boxes for putting miniatures in with the magnetic bases. So I'm gonna... that's going to be a fun time. I got to magnetize a bunch of bases. I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. So much fun. If you like magnetizing bases, talk to me. How do you make your way through? You just put a film on and just super glue magnet, super glue magnet, super glue magnet. And yes, so obviously I do want to get to the building, but I don't want to be doing this. It's rather tedious to look at. I do apologize. Hopefully we can jibber jabber while we do this and make a little headway. Only problem is once you've seen one Sir Norman Fry sketch, you've seen them all. Ah, okay. I mean, how long did that show go on for? I'm going to make sure we can line these up. How long did that series go on for? What am I doing wrong here? Potentially nothing at the moment. I mean, I think that's the issue with a lot of these sorts of series. Like comedy series. Like, I know, like, the Fast Show that I used to watch. Like, some of the jokes. Like, there's that one guy he was basically, you know, looks at the camera. He's in the kitchen. Was it the Fast Show or the other? Or, I think it was Fast Show. Anyway. So what he did was, you're in the kitchen with him. It's like the camera's pointing at him and you're having an interview. I've got to drink some coffee soon, by the way. And, just as he's about to start going on this great big story of what he's been doing or whatever, he's got a blender there. So he holds down turns the blender on, goes through the entire story of whatever. And then just at the very end, he removes the button, the finger from the button and says, which was very nice. And that was it. Like, it was definitely funny. But trying to make that joke work over and over again is not easy. So we do have, like... On the Rhino kit, ladies and jelly spoons, we've also got to get this thing off. On the Rhino kit, you have some doors here, right? Well, they're actually not doors. They're it's a panel with a circle in. Do we actually have that? No. It's a panel with a circle in for a door. We've gotten rid of that. It's now been upgraded to this bad boy. This bad boy carries the sponsons, the ones which you sort of slot into place and rotate 90 degrees. Yeah, so. There's only 3 series of Little Britain. Well, that is weird. I could have sworn it gone on more as well. That is a strange one. I could have sworn that that show had just like dragged on and on, which is also another major issue with like a lot of TV series, just TV series in general, not just like comedies. I think there are so many shows which just go on and on and on, way past their sell date. They're goodbye, whatever. They're kind of. You should have stopped being. Like Red Dwarf, I think should have probably stopped at series 6. Even that, like there's a couple of episodes of series 6 which I really liked. I reckon after series 6 they could have happily stopped doing their stuff. Do you know what I mean? But you know, we've got to keep that money coming in. Which is a shame because a lot of the shows just lose interest. Fun fact: Vallejo water-based metal varnish smells of banana milkshake. Which banana milkshake? You know when you go to like a news agent. You can get a drink called Nourishment. I think it's called Nourishment. There's like a chocolate one, a banana one, a strawberry one. That sounds like a joke. 3 milkshakes, walk into a pub. No, they come in a sort of it's like a baked bean tin with a pull tab. Gotta say, the chocolate one is amazing. I don't know what is in there apart from magic as far as I'm concerned. No, hold on. Now I'm gonna have to find out. Let me go to this. Nourishment drink. I think I spelt it wrong. Okay. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do window capture. Properties? Alright, this stuff, right? Like the tops, like the metal up here always looks so ropey. It's just like it looks so dodgy. It's a big can. A big can. I don't know. I'm not really. Big cans don't really do it for me. I prefer more. However, this one is amazing, and I will stick to my guns. There's a vanilla one which is repugnant. This one is the work of the devil. This banana one, I tried it once and it was disgusting. Strawberry probably can also go in the bin because that is also the work of the devil, as far as I'm concerned. Chocolate, yes. If we could get sponsorship from them, I would go yes. I will happily be sponsored by Nourishment Thingamajiggle drink. However, like rather than like G Fuel or some of that nonsense, I genuinely like struggle to see the benefits in that stuff. Like I've been on their website a couple of times. My brain struggles to see the benefits. I swear that stuff was Nestle. Reno, I thought it was as well at some point, to be truth be told. Evidently, I'm imagining things. Anyway, I really like it. I don't drink it regularly. Like, occasionally when I go to a newsagent, and I'm thinking to myself, I need a drink, and I just can't be bothered with the normal. My default drink would be kind of Monster Mule, which is the ginger one, the only good drink they do. And apparently they've stopped making it now, so I'm going to have to go to Amazon and order a crate of it. Multiple crates of it. Do you like a Coca-Cola? Cherry Coke. Hello. Oh. There's something about it. I don't like I like cherry. I just don't like a lot of things cherry flavored. Like when I was living in the States, it boggled my mind how many things were cinnamon flavored and also cherry flavored. I like both of them, but in moderation. My go-to is usually Pepsi Max. Oh god, I can't do Pepsi. Pepsi's got a weird taste. I know a lot of people who drink Pepsi say the exact same thing about Coca-Cola. I don't know which one's sweeter, but it always seems like Pepsi's sweeter. Pepsi's definitely got a weird taste. In my opinion. Wiggly eyebrows. For context, my friends, when I referred to Pepsi as Pep... No, I figured that. I don't know how that came up. Do tell us how that came about, Jammy, though. So getting these side panels glued on. Monster Pipeline? What the hell? What flavor is that, Reno? I tried the mango one once. I love a mango drink. So basically, when I was working in Covent Garden, my thing used to be I like to go to it's either Cafe Nero or Cafe Nero did a really good mango like smoothie kind of drink, and so did I've forgotten the name of the place now. They do like food ready to go that's apparently healthy, like sandwiches, coffees and drinks and stuff. I know it's so generic at the moment. Passion fruit, orange, and guava. That does sound pretty good. Oh, Dr. Pepper supremacy. Oh, you're one of them, are you, Meg? I do like a Dr. Pepper. When I went to college, there was a girl there. That was all she was all about. Well, she was all about many things, but Dr. Pepper. She was a fiend for it. It was crazy. Okay, all right. I do like passion fruit and guava. I do find the issue with oranges, like it does kind of dilute. What we are going to do is we're going to try and match these up as best as possible. There seems to be a massive gap there. My god. Got a gap there. Ugh! Why? Why? Oh god, look at that. Hold on. Is that even right? This is why I need the instructions. Because I don't know which one go. Yeah, this is why I haven't glued things in yet. I've got to figure out exactly which way. Let me clean this thing up. When I'm in Subway. Oh god, I haven't been to a Subway in years either. Also, last time when I was working in London, Subway was. Issue is with London, it's full of people. It would be great if there weren't many people there. But still, all the shops. When in Subway with friends, I like to mispronounce everything slightly like... Oh, okay. Itlin Hebben cheese. Just to wind up the poor person behind the counter. And eventually evolve from that principle of humorously mispronouncing words. Did they eventually get hip to what was going on? Like the people at Subway. Jammy. Did they figure out what was going on and like, oh god, these people again? All right, folks, get your universal translators out. It's about to get weird. The trick is saying it fast enough that the staff don't pick up on. Oh, okay. You know, I can see that. Especially shops without people. Who's going to stop me from grabbing a Titan? Yeah, well. The thing is, I'm quite happy to talk to the staff in the shop. I just don't like the other consumers there, the other people buying. You know, I would very happily just chat away to the staff member at Forge World. You know, that'd be great. And then just like without the other customers, the other customers can go. Basically, what I need is shops just to basically empty when I appear. And then when I go, they can allow people back in again. That's what needs to happen. Nobody has ever corrected you, Jamie? Wow. You're doing a good job of it then. Okay, folks, I've got all these bloody bits. I've got to figure out which panels goes on which of these ones. Okay, it would help if I got rid of some of these inner bits. I can't even remember the last time I had a Pepsi Max, Dr. Pepper. Tell you what, a root beer. Yes. Ginger beer. Yes. Folks, we're back to streaming, like, over on, you know, this week coming up. We'll be doing the YouTube stream, we'll be doing the Twitch stream. As per, we'll be back to, like, the normal schedule for, like, the last month. Well, I say that the normal streaming schedule, at least. I don't know if I can say... I don't know how long the mini painting will continue. It will continue as long as I can make it, but... yeah. Titan or 3 would be nice, Ragnar, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I've already got one Titan. I've got a, like... That's going to be... Once the new house is, like... Once the new streaming thing is, or spaces, or streaming or recording area, or whatever it's going to be, is ready, that Titan... Oh! I got some Imperial Knights, I got some Chaos Knights, I got a cheeky Titan. Just chilling. Crazy. I've asked for a fat Feetling Stukin shows on a Hurty Italian sub. It's hard to do with a straight face. We have to do so at a higher laugh yield to get a higher. Oh, okay. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. I've got to keep my eyes. Get your video ad on YouTube. How about no? How about I get some more subscribers here on YouTube? Folks, if you're not subscribed yet, do make sure you smash that subscribe button. Also, if you've tickled that like button, you are also a genius. And more of a genius than me, because I can't find the instructions currently. So. Wait. No. Yes. Da, 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 da. Deimos pattern Predator battle tank. I found the instructions. The instructions are here. Evidently I just gone whoo, and it just fell behind the box. So onwards and upwards. I've got to drink some coffee very shortly, by the way. So I've got to try and get the right parts and mush them together. So are these mirror images? No, they're not. No, this is the other side. This is the one we want. This is the bad boy that we want. And with that bad boy, we need this part right here. Yes. Look at that. It goes together like something nice. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to glue this bad boy together. I think... So obviously going to wait for the GW preview email to appear in my email thing. I'm using all the good words today. It's great. And then... I don't... Like, tonight, I'm not entirely sure what we're doing. I'm going to be... Well, what I have to do is unblock this nozzle first. However, what I have to do tonight is... I've got the next 2 miniatures ready to go. To paint up, right? Somewhere. I've got the next 2 to do. They're both missing one shoulder pad, so I need to hunt down the shoulder pad. Clean it up, prime it, and stick it on. I've got the next 2 ready to go, though. So Sons of Horus and Wordbearers. And then I've got 3 more to do after that. And... yeah. I was hoping to get them all done by next weekend, because then I can do it, like, to start powering on and just editing non-stop, like a demon. I don't think that's going to be a viable thing, though. I think I'm going to have to... As long as it's done by, like... sometime this October. Okay, glue. Come on. Glue. Glue. I can't even remember the last... What did I have in my Subway? When I used to have Subway, what did I have in it? Jalapenos? Definitely. They basically went on everything as far... If there was an option for jalapenos, they were going on there. It's probably ham and cheese and peppers and jalapenos. And that was probably about it. I don't know. I don't even know what's available. And also, when I went there last, they'd introduced a really nice bread as well, rather than just like the basic ones. There was a delicious bread of some variety. I wish I could remember what it was. Still keeping my eyes peeled for that sweet email. Does it come to this account? We did make it, by the way, to over 500 subscribers. Happy days. I think I've got to wait a bit longer. I found the pre-order email. I found it. Oh! It looks like it's the Amazons, folks. Ladies and jelly spoons, it is a good time. Let me check this window. Alrighty. Are we here for... I don't... It's a strange thing. Chat? Right? Chat? I'm already live. Why? Start streaming to active. I am streaming already. Why isn't the chat window open? Okay, screw it. Let us have a look. I need chat up so I can actually read what you lovelies are saying. What is that? That's fine. What was wrong with that? I've got no idea what's going on there. All right, let us. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that bit later. I'm I'm trying to do something and it's going very strange. Showed you the wrong thing. Sunday preview. That's the wrong window. What the hell is going on? There it is. Okay, I do apologize. There we go. So here is the Sunday preview. Well, this is very convenient because it means I can fix this glue situation while we're Oh, the Amazons are on the pitch and I return to the Cursed City. My brain is already telling me I think it's going to be miniatures we've already released for Cursed City. Because I know we've already got 3 vampires which were dropped. However, let's see what's up. Upgrade kits. So this is the Amazon Blood Bowl team. The Kara Temple Harpies. I like these a lot. I like these a lot. I'll be very tempted to paint them up. I have to look at the finances. I am very keen on getting this at some point. Whether or not I get it straight away is the issue. However, lots of lovely skin tones to paint up. They got some sweet characters. Well, they're ridiculous to be honest, but Boa Constrictor is the prime one. It's very cool though. So that is the Amazon Blood Bowl team. I've only got halflings so far. It's not a game I really play, so I'm not hugely fussed. But it could be quite fun. And they get the weird counters and all that kind of stuff. Very jazzy. Get 2 double-sided Blood Bowl coins. Fantastic. Get a Amazon board. Okay. Cards. Dice. I'm not really a dice collector, but these look pretty nice. I'm not really about that dice life. Boa Constrictor is finally here. It's ridiculous, this character. It's utterly ridiculous, and I love it. It's going to be a Forge World one. I mean, it looks slightly goofy with its fangs hanging out up here. It looks slightly goofy. And it's got a ridiculous name. It's got a ridiculous name, but I like it, so, you know. This is the one I'm not so fond of. Estelle La Venue. With all the frogs and the stuff going on. I'm not entirely sold on this mini. I don't know what it is about it that's kind of putting me off. I mean, this is ridiculous and I would like to get it at some point, but this one, I don't know. This, however, I've never painted a Seraphon. So, you know. I was pondering that the other day. I've never painted any Seraphon or Lizardmen or whatever you want to call them. So this could be a good option as well. I like the thought of Blood Bowl, but the other game systems are higher on... Yeah. I've got one team. And it's halflings. And they were just fun to paint. But I don't think I'll ever... I certainly won't be playing it yet. We'll see. Warhammer Quest. This is Cursed City. So you can order Cursed City again. Right? I've got all the heroes to paint up as well. I painted up all the baddies. Got to paint up the good people. The good folks. The good folks of Ulfenkhan. Alright, so this is Cursed City Night Wars. Are they going to make us buy miniatures for this as well? Continue heroes... Oh! Oh! Okay. So this was... They dropped this a while ago, but this is actually finally going up for pre-order. So there was a whole issue with Cursed City, which no one really knows what was going on. They did drop the 3 vampires required. My brain is saying that those 3 vampires and maybe some more like bits were in this box set originally, planned for it originally, and then it just went completely sideways. And those 3 vampires were released separately. As 3 new vampire lords seek to claim dominion over the city, can you put stake to their claims? Right there. So Radikar the Beast, Felbats, I think, Vampire Lord, Lady Annika and the Thirsting Blade, and Kritza the Rat Prince. See, I believe all of these were supposed to go into this box set originally. I think. However, it didn't, so there we go. Warcry, core book. Anyone interested in Warcry? Do people play it? Ever? I'd imagine they do, otherwise they wouldn't keep doing stuff for it. I do like kind of the bits of the scenery. But that is where my interest in Warcry ends. I have a bunch of their miniatures, which I guess I will paint at some point, but... Space Marine Heroes are finally dropping. They look very similar to the first range of them, right? I don't know what the difference is between these. But these that you got to buy the blind purchase. So you buy the box, and you hope you got six to get. And yeah, you got to collect them all. They're all push fit in red plastic. So yeah, you can also buy a dispenser set of 8 miniatures, guaranteeing you'll get all 6 different models with 2 extras. So the dispenser is the way forward, purchase-wise, for these bad boys. Yeah, I don't know. Do we know how much would this cost? 6 miniatures? 50 quid, 60 quid? I don't know. 40 quid? I don't know. I've never purchased the series 1 or 2, so I don't know. But I would get them from Element Games. Oh, hello. You got some bunny ears. Got a very angry chap there for the World Eaters. Mark 6 upgrades. Very nice. And the shoulder pads. Just painted up my very first World Eater the other day. Space Wolves upgrade sets. If you want to live that Space Wolf lifestyle, here you go. That's what you need, folks. You need these right here. You also get shoulder pads. So they look a bit weird. They look slightly weird. I know that's probably just me. Cursed City book. Ooh, Empire at War. I'm going to get this one. It's got some of the old Empire, like they're in the good old days, right? When there was not terrible Age of Sigmar. Contains the novels Riders of the Dead, Grimblades, and Warrior Priest. Very cool. Along with the short stories The Vampire Hunters, Meat Wagon, Against the Skull and Cell, Rest for the Wicked, The Nagenhof, Bell, Swords of the Empire, As Dead as Flesh, Shizzy's Shizar, Dead Man's Hand, Sanctity, and The Miracle of Burlau. Burlau? Rogel Dawn! I need to get this one. Damn it. Courage and Honor? Woo! I'm so sorry. Is there anything else? A German translation of Gotrek and Felix 3? Felix the Third? We'll have a crime week. Oh. I have been wanting to get into the crime books. I asked, yeah. I'll have to check these out, in fact. Subscribe to all 5 stories on the Black Library website. I was hoping these are actually in paper. That's not so good. Oh! Hello! Oh no. It's an advent calendar. But they're chibi things, which are awful. Chibi. Chibi, that's how you say it, isn't it? All right. Sorry about that. So I don't like chibi things at all. I think they're awful. I know a lot of people like them though. So but that is the advent calendar. You're upset about the anniversary mini, Reno? Why? You like the baubles? I will be getting one of these because hopefully in the new house, like when I have the set, right? Like this wall behind me is not ideal. This yellow paint. I'm never going to do yellow paint again. Like in a room I have to record painting. It's going to have to be like a neutral tone. The yellow cast from this is not ideal. So anyway, I could have this on the set, right? In the background. The baubles you like? They're pretty fun. This cursed red squig. I've got issues with red squigs. Oh, Reno, no, listen, Reno, it's absolutely fine, okay? Well, it's saving the orc rather than stabbing. Yeah. Red gold both socks, very important. They're already ramping up for Christmas, my god. Pin badges. Okay. Keychains. Okay, there's a lot of this stuff I've just got zero interest in. Like, I love 40k, 30k, I love it. I don't know. Christmas cards, gift wrap, and stockings. Hello? Stockings? Okay. There are some orcs for you. Some, what are they called? My brain just had a complete... The pirate ones? Reno, you'll know. Are they Bad Moon? I see the Bad Moon there. But there's a pirate hatted geezer there. Freeboot is I think what I meant. That's what I first thought of, at least. It's found an Emperor's Champion box dropped behind the shelves. You don't celebrate Christmas? Well, that's absolutely fine. We do. But that is, you know... Always losing key. Okay, sorry. My brain is still concentrating on the stockings. Install presents. Okay, more stuff which I won't be getting. Some Warhammer Plus stuff. Wish I could find my old White Dwarf magazines. Alright, that was it. that was it. There was not a huge amount. Like, my wallet is going to be remarkably happy this week. I might get this. I won't be getting this. The chibis have zero interest. Oh, this book. I'll get this book. And this book. It's not quite as happy as I thought it was a second ago. I do like the bunny ears, though. They're very nice. The World Eaters. I don't know about these. I don't know. Who's interested in getting these? Has anyone collected these before? I know this is I think Series 3 now. Warcry, meh. And I've already got Warhammer Quest. If this is anything like Blackstone Fortress, these boxes don't last very long. I don't know how that's going to be with the fact that the miniatures are available separately. Like, I don't know if this will be a weird release. Like, will it go on longer or shorter? Who knows? I definitely don't know. Audio, what is... what's going on? Yeah, freebooters, yeah. Icarus, that's not good. No, I know Icarus, I know. Well, that's to an 80s Xmas song? Bloody hell. Every time I see Space Marine Heroes, I just get irrationally angry about missing the Death Guard series. Yeah. Weirdly, those are the ones I would have liked. Like, I like Space Marines. Don't get me, in case it's not obvious. I like Space Marines. Like the good side. I do regret missing out on the Death Guard. I'm slightly irked about that as well. Ouch. Okay, hold on. I need to find a pin. Some kind of device, if you will, so that this glue can actually flow, because the glue has stopped flowing. As a result, it's a nightmare. You got a Death Guard one there? Oh, are they nice, Ragnar? I have considered, like, I got to check out the price, right? I have considered maybe getting like a box or two for sort of giveaways and stuff like that if we hit certain like subscriber numbers and that kind of thing. But you know, it's... Oh, we have glue! Folks, we got glue! I'm so happy. Sorry, this has taken so long to get to this point. It's been a complete disaster today. I do apologize. I would like to do these things, but like for example, like where we are on Twitch, like financially, we're not kind of at the position where I can do like giveaways. Giveaways have to be kind of, you know, open to all, rather than can't do subscriber only giveaways legally. Oh, there we go. So that's one side. Lovely jubbly. So basically, like, the giveaway situation is they've got to be... Everyone has to be able to enter, so I can't just, like, afford... If we hit certain sub numbers, then that will be fine for covering the prizes and postage. You never know what to say, Icarus. I never know what to say. Yes. Sometimes saying nothing is a good move. What is What is that right? That is right. It's fine. Okay, sorry. I was so confused. I was so confused then. Okay. Did anyone play the new Call of Duty? It's beta weekend, or beta. Beta is how I say it. Rather than like however else seems to want to say it. Weirdly. Ooh, hello Betty. The glue must float, exactly. I tell you what, I can't wait for this pot of glue to finish. So I can go back to using Revel glue. Revel? On another day, Cat just bought me a Space Marine head. Hell yes. Cats are useful. And where is it from? Exactly, Icarus. That is the question. Where did that head come from? You love Death Guard, they're my boys. I know that I have a Horus Heresy Death Guard force and when I finish these Iron Warriors. And learning to paint bone color. Jammy. Like this. Oh, hello. Oh, well, like, straight, it's gone. So this is why I will be putting up, I've got to edit the video. This is my tabletop standard. For my Death Guard. I say for my Death Guard, for like the video I've done. The video will be going live. I just need to edit it. Like, in order. So currently, the next one is Iron Hands, and then it's... World Eaters, then it's Ultramarines, then it's Death Guard. And I've done Thousand Suns. Yeah, that glue is heresy. I absolutely agree with you. I am not fond of this. It takes... Like the Revel glue seems to act quicker. This one just seems... Maybe it's this batch. It doesn't seem... I prefer the Revel stuff. Oh, you like that Death Guard? Well, thank you very much, Icarus. Thank you. Thank you, Reno. Thank you, Jamie. Well, I will be... So the video will be going live. I do make the videos, like, I do post them to Patreon as early as I can. Like, I do have a Patreon. There are some tiers there. And I do like early access for the videos. Not that anyone does it, but there is that option. However, saying that, I haven't edited the video yet, so. But yeah. I do like Death Guard. I do like their the heresy scheme. It's good. It's saucy. I like it. I'm trying to remember what I did with these. With the Rhino that I've got. I think I painted the inside. Oh, I know what I did. I put one side of this kit together. Glued it together. Painted it. Painted this one separately. And then attached it. Yeah, so we will attach one side. However, before we do that, I've got to get the... Oh god, I've gone and got confused again. Right. So. This thing needs to go towards the front of the Rhino. The front being not this end. So it needs to go like that. Oh, there's no gap. I wonder if there's no gap on this one now. Oh, there's no gap on this one. Look at that, majestic. I got a lot of work left to do on these Iron Warriors. And I got a load of Black Templars. Okay, so we got time. We got time then, Jammy. I have a 20-pack of Marines spare, and I'm considering painting it every Legion with 2 spare for when I... Icarus, it's tempting. Like, I've been painting one of it... Like, I got a box of 20 of these Marines, the Mark 6 bad boys. And I have been enjoying painting them, because I don't Like, I only really paint Imperial Fist, Ultramarines. I do have Death Guard 40k to paint. I do have like a 40k Death Guard army that I would like to complete at some point. And build. So I don't normally get to paint many of these chapters and like legions. So it has been really enjoyable, like painting up stuff I don't normally paint. You know? I almost said it was enjoyable to paint a Dark Angel, but then I managed to catch myself. And I've got an Age of Sigmar. Jammy, I mean, what I would say is Free Guild. Or actually Slaves to Darkness. Like, if they come out with a new Slaves to Darkness box set, I think that would be the other army for Age of Sigmar. I've got Free Guild. I would like to revisit them because there's a chunk of that army that I didn't really get finished. And a chunk of that army would not really finish to like how I would like things to be. So I will be revisiting those. So we will be painting some more fantasy kind of stuff. And I do have Skaven as well. The Cursed Skaven. Clan Skyer. But yeah, the Slaves to Darkness would be my, I guess, third army. Age of Sigmar. Alright, ladies and jelly spoons. Your painting is holding you back. What aspect of your painting? Like, is there something in particular which is kind of causing that? Like, I know I get sidetracked. That is my major issue in not just painting. I just get sidetracked really easily. I find it hard to focus on tasks in general. So I do get that is an issue for me. Practice painting really, and your Mark 6 boys, yeah. I'm considering either Night. Oh, so I remember you saying, or Disciples of Tzeentch. That's a new box set, right? Just waiting for the. I do like Tzeentch. Tzeentch and Nurgle are top tier. I think I put Nurgle above Tzeentch. And then Khorne. I think. Or Khorne, I don't know where Slaanesh is. They're like at the bottom. You know. I don't really like Slaanesh as a thing. I don't really like their style. I like some of their miniatures, but I just don't like them as a group of individuals. Uh-oh. Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake. Ladies and jelly spoons, I may have made a mistake. I don't like to... Oh! See... This is the issue. Do you see, right here, there is a gap of, what would that be, 0.5 millimeter? A millimeter at the most? I'd say 0.5 millimeter. It's very frustrating. I don't believe that gap should be there. And I'm very frustrated about it now. Shaky hand, of course. I keep forgetting. My memory is... really, I do my best to try and remember... Oh, hello. Of course. Okay, let's just see how the lid goes on. Quickly. I've only clipped it into place. I haven't glued it yet. It adds difficult... No, it does. Icarus, like, when I've said it before, like, when I maxed out on my epilepsy medication. I said epilepsy in a weird way then. Like, my hands started shaking really badly and I couldn't paint. It was terrible. I do completely understand that. I'm getting better, but it's taking time. I need to to add shades to your latest model. Yeah, normally it's a strange thing about shades. Like a lot of the times I don't really bother. I just kind of use the base tone as the shade itself, and then just use the highlight, and then I sort of highlight up. I don't really kind of do washes and shades like that. But then again, I've done a bunch of tutorials recently where I have been using shades. It's very odd. Now I know I haven't put the back hatch on. I'm just I want to make sure this actually fits together before I commit to gluing the plastic together. Well, it looks like it does indeed fit. So I can glue this. Now, obviously, I'm not a heathen. I have to paint the inside of it, which is an issue. Maybe we'll do that on stream tomorrow. I could potentially prime it. And we could get some basic paint down tomorrow. So I'm going to glue... Ugh! We're going to glue one side down. We're going to prime it. Yes. That's what's happening. Same for me, Zinch and Nurgle have always been my jam. Yeah. Like, Khorne, I've always, like, to me, it's always seemed like baby's first Chaos Army, right? Much like Space Wolves are for sort of 40k. Before, you know, people get taste and move up to Ultramarines, or indeed Imperial Fists. However, saying that, yeah, Slanesh, I've just never even really considered to be an army. I just, they're meh. Meh at best. Where have my clippers gone? Oh my god. Hold on, folks, I've lost the clippers now. They're not where they should be. I got these ones, which I got in Imperium magazine as an extra. I say it's an extra, I paid for it, but hold on, you barely use non-base and layer. Yeah, because I know there used to be a stage when I painted, I just put the colour down and then I hosed it down with shade. And then I just highlighted over that. And I was just... That did for a bit for me. And then I just like thought, what am I doing? This isn't quite how I would like it to look. I can't find the clippers. Hold on. I'm going to have to use these awful ones. Shoot. Pre-gabbling? 600. Oof. Yeah, well. All these bloody things. All these bloody things, their side effects. What's the most difficult part of baking a vegetable? Baking a vegetable? Which vegetable are we talking about? Or is this a joke that I'm just completely missing out on? That sounds like a weaker Flavor of Orcs to me. Which ones, Reno? I am fully intending to do a Gaz painting video at some point. I got to do an unboxing first. I got to record the footage at least. And then I can worry about painting up and recording them and all that jazz. Fitting the... Icarus. Oh my god. Oh, Khorne! Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna make... Folks, I'm gonna attempt to make like one of those rain channels. Just as like a side project. It's not going to be like 200 videos of rain. It's going to be probably 6 to begin with, and to see how well it does. But I figured that, you know, I should probably do it. I just need to come up with a stupid name for it. It's not going to be just rain. It's going to be those sorts of noises. White noise, I guess it's called. Right. By the way, if you've not liked this stream and you're watching, may I suggest humbly, so very humble, so very, very humbly, to just smash that like button. I just gotta do... Where's... Alright. Alright. You refuse! So needy for likes. I know. It's terrible. Well, you know the thing. It's like the more likes and interaction like videos get, especially within the first 24 hours. Like that first 24 hours, it's very important to maximize the likes. I've come to realize. Saying that, you also get those videos. As far as I can tell, you either get videos which do really well, like straight off the bat for whatever reason. Videos which are just meh, they're there. And then you get the videos which continue to do, like they might not do well straight away, but there's something in that video which is good, and people either keep coming back to it or keep going to that video for information or whatever, like the evergreen content. It's part of the reason. Part of the reason why I was doing like painting up all the legions. I'm hoping that over time, like people might go, oh yeah, this guy did all 20 legions just like everyone else on YouTube. What's going on there? What? The buttons have been demolished. Well, no one's going to be actually looking at this. However, we are going to glue this in now. Excuse me. I got some water next to me, so don't worry, I will drink some of that. Well, Icarus, I think it was you who said it, and I do agree. I do agree. You brought up a fair point there. I'm pretty sure it was you, at least, who suggested it. So, like, when I paint GW miniatures, I'm going to do my best to use just GW paints. For the majority of situations. Certainly for kind of, like, maybe the more in-depth videos, like if I do, like, more complicated in-depth videos, then I might use other paints as well, but where possible. I was hoping to avoid more paint proliferation, yeah. I do understand that. It's definitely an issue. God. Alright. I'm going to apply some pressure. I will run a bead of glue along this seam, like where that is attached there. What I am going to do is I'm going to prime this, folks. And we're going to paint this as like a separate thing. This will be separate. And I'm going to paint this. It's only going to be very basic base coats. I'm not going to be stressing about making it look great. This is always a tight fit, this bit here. So, oh god. In fact, I'm going to have to shave this down a little bit because the fit is too tight. Humbrol, Citadel, anything else? Yeah. Unfortunately, my paint, I've got Vallejo paints, Scale 75 paints, Reaper paints, P3 paints. Problem is, like, because I've got all those colors, I'm quite used to just, like, reaching to, like, my preferred. I'm looking for a yellow. I know what yellow I like to use. And all that sort of stuff, so I tend to reach it, but So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to kind of just use GW paints for the majority of them. If we go, like, in-depth, like, fancier painting, then I might use other colors. But I'll always try. I think I'm going to have to try and... If I do use another color, I'm going to have to suggest using a GW alternative if you don't have that color. I think that will... I'll have to do that because there are some colors I just can't do without that are, like, from other brands. You can barely remember how to use Citadel paints, yet alone others. Oh yeah, Icarus, yeah, I have. I absolutely intend to... I do intend on painting stuff which is not GW. I do intend on doing that, because I know, surprisingly, there are more miniatures out there in the wild than just GW. It is my preference when it comes to miniatures. Like, it's what I prefer. And unfortunately, a lot of the time with YouTube, once I've got to a place where, like, we got a decent amount of subscribers and stuff, then I'll be able to do sort of more like passion projects that might not do as well on YouTube. You know what I mean? However, I do want to be painting things like this is PG, thankfully. Once I get back to printing these, so like the busts and statues, I would like to do 75mm, 54mm scale, whatever. I would like to do those. What else? What else? We are going to build... We're going to do the exhaust stacks. We're going to do 4 of them. We've already done the sponsons. Hopefully I'll remember to link to a sponson building stream. We don't need to replicate that. However, we can do the exhaust stacks, or at least one of them. Guess the Blood Raven battle cry? Oh, they'll be stealing stuff, surely. I don't know. I don't know. What is it? I'm still irritated I can't find the clippers. They're on the floor. Of course. Why wouldn't they be on the floor? So, smokestacks. You need one of these and one of these. And you just, 11 and 12. You just mush them together. Parts 11 and 12. We're just going to do one side. Yoink! Yeah. Yoink! Thieving rascals. Thieving rascals. So yeah, I'm gonna, as I said, I do indeed want to paint other stuff. Like I got some Star Wars Legion miniatures I'd like to paint. I've got a whole bunch of busts and statues that I would like to paint. I don't know if it's going to be... Those sorts of things would probably be scattered amongst the GW stuff, because I think like there's a lot of people who like the GW stuff and they tend to do well. I don't know how they'll do compared to non-GW stuff. Obviously, there's. I don't want my channel just to be kind of nothing but GW though. At the same time, I'd like a bit of variation sprinkled in there. I'm debating with myself now whether to do checkers on. Do it, Reno. Do it. I did it. I did checkers. Reno, you can do checkers, okay? Look how well. Oh. Look how well the checkers turned. Well, they turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with them, truth be told. Considering that I wasn't planning on doing them, I'm glad I have done them. Also, this was a nightmare pinning this back on again. I sacrificed a drill bit to do this. I realized I was drilling the hole out and going, you know what? I'm not going to be able to pin it normally. So I was drilling a pilot hole into the cylinder right there. And I was like, this isn't a pilot hole. This is the hole that we're going to use to pin it. So I sacrificed the drill bit, like the bit which wasn't like twirly whirly. I chopped off the end of the drill and used that to pin it together. So yeah, that was a nightmare though. I've dropped a meme in Discord if you're considering Star Wars stuff. Oh, I am. I've already got. The plan was, Icarus, what I wanted to do, like back in on Star Wars Day, right? Star Wars Legion, whoever, I don't know the company, they were doing a promotion. Basically, could get the box set and a bunch of extra miniatures, and they were sort of like divvied up to be like the Hoth Defenders, which is what I wanted to do. I would love a Hoth Defenders army. And I would also, at the same time, I would like a Hoth Attackers. So, you know, Snow Speeders. I know they don't do 80-80s. God knows why. If they did 80-80s, I would be all over it. So I have a Snow Speeder to paint up. I got some Tauntauns. I will probably get some more, like, Star Wars Legion stuff. And I know there's Infinity I'd like to give a tickle at some point as well. You don't want to cover up the current finish. What is the current finish, Reno? That is my question to you. What is the current finish? In fact, I saw the box down on the floor. Weirdly, of all places. I'm trying really hard to not let Warhammer take over my club. Well, variation is a good thing. Like, obviously, I don't want to say I'm biased. I do like the Warhammer stuff. I've liked it ever since I was 9, 10. Saying that, there's a lot to learn from other, not just kind of war games, but like scale modeling. I think someone's having a fire because I can smell burning. Definitely not from this house though, because nothing's on apart from the stuff in this room. There's no burning going on over there. You want to be included? Exactly, Chris. I mean, I think there's you can pick up bits of information from all over the place. As soon as you start saying no to stuff, then you're like, kind of narrowing your options on like stuff to learn or improve on or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I have my pile of shameful future content for Warhammer and one for building. Well, I mean, what I would saying that I would also like to. I would love to paint some sort of scale tanks and stuff at some point as well, and paint them. I don't know if I'd paint them on YouTube, like for a. I suspect I would like some more practice in that regard, because at the moment it would be a bit weird. Me like trying to do it. This is how to paint. Like I've got years of experience in painting aeroplanes, 172 scale aeroplanes or whatever. Years of experience. I started when I was 8. That motorbike, seriously, needs to go. This is how you should paint an airplane, or is this how I paint it? And then the recording happens. I'm like, I can't remember how to do it. Smush the paint about. Hopefully there are no streaks. That's generally how it goes. You're building HMS Monmouth and HMS Westminster Type 23 frigates. What era did those bad boys come out? Like, how old are they? Where's the glue gone? What is wrong with me today? Oh, God. Icarus, I don't know if... I think that's the word... You're gonna... I think that it was the T word in that. Type 23s are currently in service. Are they the angular ones? Are they very angular? Like... sort of pointy? So we've got a gap here which we need to annihilate. There's a gap there we need to annihilate as well. Put some glue there for the moment, and hopefully with the magic of something it'll work. You're building the Agora Leopard? Leopard tank? Right? I'm saying that like I know. I mean, that's the first thing my brain went to. It is, okay. The main battle tank. That's humongous. 1/16 scale as a remote control one. £1,200. My gosh. Onboard camera? That's neat. Wow. Oh, they're late 80s, early 90s. Oh, okay. Do you know the ones I'm talking... When I say, like, the angular ones, I don't even know if they're frigates, to be honest. I don't really know. Like, I can't quite tell the difference between... Like, I can tell what an aircraft carrier is by looking at it. When it comes to everything else, I don't know the difference between a frigate, a destroyer, a battleship, and anything else. I know there are differences. I just got no idea what those differences are. I'd imagine the size and loadout generally, but that is where my knowledge ends. So, I'm going to build the other smokestack. I'll glue them onto this particular one. Or at least I'll maybe not glue them on, I don't know. I wanted to build the turret. Maybe we'll build the turret on tomorrow's stream. Type 45 is a cover to... Oh, okay. So Type 45 is the one I was thinking of, I think. Type 45 are destroyers. So, like, what is the difference between... Apart from the name, right? Or anyone goes like, yeah, one's called a frigate, one's a destroyer. Obvious. Like, what is the difference? Right. So yeah, we'll probably build the main turret of this tank on Monday's stream. So this thing here. We've already built the sponsons. Well, we haven't built them for this tank, but we have done a stream where we've built those. So hopefully I'll have remembered to put a link to it up here at some point. If you need to check out like how I did that, it's just basically following the instructions there and gibbering away. And I do need to come up, so work on a rebrand. So like for when I'm moving house, I'm going to do a rebrand for this stream. Not just the stream, this channel. We're going to change the name to, well, it'll be either with something studio in or miniatures or minis or something along those lines. A bit more obvious, like advertising purposes. Would like a name which actually kind of gets across what it is, rather than just a generic sort of animal name type thing. I do like badges. But it doesn't really say much about what this stream does. This channel does. Concentrates on. Focuses on. Frigates are smaller and usually multi-role. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking, but like, you know, I don't know. Destroyers are larger and carry more specialized. Oh, okay. So you have... Because I know, what was it in the news recently? Is there a submarine hunter? Like, would that be a destroyer? Airfix do a good Type 45. We don't have cruisers or corvettes? That sucks. I think we should have. Go for a Sunday cruise. Frigate probably for Royal Navy? Okay. Hold on, I think I missed something, by the way, before I get completely sidetracked. Reno. Sorry, I do apologize. I thought I read it, but my brain just went, ugh. It's a weathering effect from layering grey and black contrast. You'll pick. Oh, okay, Reno. I will. Yeah. By the way, for the Friday whip that we had last, because I didn't stream on Friday over on Twitch, we normally do a sort of a whip gallery of what people have been up to during the week. Because I didn't stream, we didn't do any of that. So what I am going to do is we will go through that gallery this Friday. It is the end of the month, and normally that is reserved for like just subscribers and their finished work. However, I'm going to make an exception this month, this Friday, and also do sort of like non-subscriber stuff in the whip gallery. So if you're in my Discord, make sure the pictures go in the right. I gotta be strict. Like if you want them to appear on stream, like on the Friday, it's gonna go in the Friday Discord channel. There we go. I've said it. You don't watch TV, I read books. Yeah, I rarely watch TV. Things I watch on the box. What do I know? I do watch stuff. I used to watch loads of TV. I rarely watch it now. Like I do get kind of into the cooking show. The cooking, like MasterChef. I do kind of get into that. And an occasional murder mystery. And an occasional one. They've generally been ruined for me though, because having looked after my grandmother who had dementia for 7 years, that's all she watched, and I can't cope with them anymore. she watched them all over and over and over again. Because her memory was so bad, she couldn't remember that she watched it. It was like, oh, I've never seen it before. Oh, crikey. We need to watch it. And I was like, you've only watched it 2 weeks ago. Only watched it 2 weeks ago. Please. But there we go. So, this is a weird... Well, we'll fix it with the power of glue. Crikey, there's definite gap. This is on the inside, so I'm not too bothered. So these bad boys, they go into these bits right here. Like so. So that hides that gap there. They go like that. There is a weird thing on these, though, I gotta say. Like, when you plonk them in place, it's a very weird fitment. Like, it's to get them perfectly flush, it's they kind of rock. Actually, that one seems to be okay, but the fitment doesn't seem perfect. It's like, it's perfect, it's great that side, but on the other side, you got a gap. You can't really see it, but there is a gap. There's more of a gap there. So, fitment on this is a bit weird. I'm just going to smush loads of glue in there when the time comes. So we'll pretend that's done. That glue is just dribbled all over the place. Reno, mini? If that's what you want to do. Have I seen the Warhammer minis? I don't normally... Where is Discord? I don't have it open on this computer. Normally, I try and have it open. I don't look at Discord when I'm streaming generally. Because I find it very... what's the word? Distracting. Very distracting. However... Oh, okay. So I know what you mean with the... I don't know, Reno. I reckon you can absolutely do the checkers. After the weathering, it definitely can be like trying to blend it in. Is like into pre-weathered stuff. It's definitely a difficulty. Are those Wallmaster? Was that Warmaster, those minis? My brain is saying yes, but I don't know. Various types of Imperial troops, sweet. Choose your Emperor wisely. Yeah, I've seen that one before, actually. It was quite funny. It's a Black Templar, though. It's epic. I remember epic. I remember reading battle reports and stuff and loving them. Like, I wish I could have, I don't know, obviously finances are, and still are an issue. So, it would have been a lovely thing, but... So these parts go together, right? This is the rear hatch. These things, especially if you want them to actually kind of work, you need to thin the end bits down a little bit. Shave them with a blade, because otherwise they'll go in, but there is no rotation. Like, if you try and rotate this down, it'll end up snapping this off due to too much torque, I believe. So, yeah, shaving these down a smidgen to make sure they fit in nicely is a good maneuver. Even now, this one is a bit too tight, like a tiger. So, I need to do a bit more of that. But this goes together like this. I'm going to try and prime this tonight, or worst case scenario, tomorrow morning. We're going to start slapping some paint on the inside. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a fully painted on the inside and built on the outside Predator tank. Nathan, hello. How are you doing today? Happy... What day are we on? Sunday? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well. Also, Space Marine size. I don't even know what to say to that one. I don't think there's... I'm not even. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna comment. I'm not even gonna comment on about that on the YouTube stream, at least. I've. That's just. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Wow. Historical stuff is good. Yeah. I at school hated history. Hated it. I regret that kind of disinterest now. I would like if I could go back in time, I would have a chat with myself and say, "Oi, listen. You're gonna like the history. You're gonna like history later on. So kind of try and figure out a way of liking it now, because otherwise you'll regret missing out on learning all this sorts of stuff." I don't even know, Icarus. As long as it's PG. I don't even know. I've got no idea what they would say on it. I don't even know if I even want to think about it. Alright, so this is the Predator. I've got another Predator to build as well. We can probably... Okay, so these lights on the front of these tracks, they're optional. If you don't want to put them on, you can shave off these little nubs. There are a couple of little nub bits. I heard a noise. Oh god, what is the noise? Oh, it's one of those. I need to change that noise because oh god, thank you very much for smashing that subscribe button like an absolute legend. I need to change that to something a bit more obvious than rather than something which is going to give me a heart attack every time I hear it. Thank you very much. I do stream, just so you know, I do stream kind of... Sunday is the longer stream that I do. I do a Monday and Tuesday, and indeed a Friday stream. Monday and Tuesday are at 1:30, but they're just for an hour. For an hour? Yeah, they're just for an hour. Then I take a half-hour break and go over to Twitch to do some more of the same stuff, really. And the Friday stream is at 7:30, also for an hour, and then I go over to Twitch. But this is the long YouTube one, so to speak. However, I am moving house. Like, I've got to pack up the house, so, like, these streams... Like, once this is all packed up, streams are going to stop, basically, for a while, and it sucks. I hate it, but, I don't know how long it's going to take me, because we've got to find out... I don't even have a place to move to yet. It's going to take at least 3 or 4 months. Hopefully I'll have about 3 months of footage to be released by then. Ish. Just to keep the YouTube channel going. But then it does mean... So while I hate moving house, it's not all bad news. It does mean I'll be able to get a new kind of studio, new recording space, like specifically for mini painting, and indeed potentially playing some games. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's just disruptive. Ah! Emperor protects. Oh god. Yeah. Well. I mean, never leave home without them. You're that sort of person. And that's all I'm going to say. There is my... I was going to say health and safety. Who does... Is it health and... Is it OSHA? Or was that states? I can't remember which kind of... OSHA. My brain is saying OSHA. For some, OSHA. Health and safety in the workplace. Anyway, I don't know. So these exhaust stacks, I've got to build 2 more, but I don't see the point of like doing all 4 of them. We'll completely bore everyone to death. We don't want any of that sort of stuff. So I'm just doing these 2 just for the moment. Folks, we have hit 500 subscribers, by the way. We hit that, I think, was it last Sunday or last Monday? I think it was last Sunday. So, I do believe that does mean we will we'll sometime soon get the dreaded community tab. So I can start putting polls in and stuff like that. Keeping people up to date as best as possible if they don't already follow me on Twitter. I almost said sweet Twitter, and then I realized that those two words never ever go together. However, it's so we'll be able to sort of like do updates, polls. Like, what do you want to see me do? Is there anything you would like to see me paint? I can't guarantee it, but I'll at least add it to a list of potential ideas. I know what I would like to paint. I'd just be very happy painting Imperial Fist for the rest of my life. However, it's not going to be a viable thing. For us, at least. OSHA! Okay, OSHA is USA, okay. Like, I remember the poster in, like, when I was working in the States, in the workshop that I was in. I can remember the big posters for OSHA. HSE, yeah, sounds right. So we have had a look at the pre-orders. Happy days there. I like it. My wallet is looking remarkably happy as a result, apart from a couple of books. But frankly, I love books. I love reading. It's one of the reasons why I don't really watch TV. Is if I'm not painting and recording stuff for YouTube, I do play like a computer game. But other than that, I just like read books and stuff because that's what I like to do. I need time away from the screen, weirdly. So yeah, on tomorrow's stream, we are going to build this turret. In fact, we're going to do the Predator turret. We're going to see how viable it is to magnetize it. I don't believe it's going to be magnetizable. There are kind of different options depending on what weapon you want to attach. So, like I think this is a Volkite. Uses 6C. Whereas the dual laser uses a different part to attach it. And the Graviton uses E27. Is that the same as the Predator? No, E8. So yeah, there is definitely... I don't think it's going to be... Inlet. Okay, so they all have different mounting plates. The question we want to find out tomorrow, when we get to it, is... Are these mounting plates magnetizable? Because where do these things stick on? They stick onto these. Alright, so I will build two of them. I'll build the Predator cannon. And just for the sake of it, we'll build the las cannon. We will see how magnetizable each of the weapon options is. I think potentially there might be an option for that. There's like a little nub thing there. If there's a recess there, you could shave this nub and potentially magnetize that area. So it might be possible. We will see tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. You inherited 500 books. You've added to them for 20 years. 500 plus books. My God. That is a lot. Just fewer pics, more technical diagrams. I do love... I like a lot of fiction books. I'm very happy with my fiction. I don't really read lots of sort of biographies and stuff like that. Whilst I know they're certainly interesting, and I like fiction. However, saying that, the other kind of books I love, it's generally kind of art books. So like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, concept art books. I've got loads of sort of other concept art books for like other films, genres, and sort of stuff like that. All non-fiction. All about planes and trains. Oh, okay. Yeah. That is a lot. My gosh. However, saying that, like technical drawings and stuff like that, I do find incredibly interesting. And like books on architectural designs and stuff like that, I love. Don't have many, but I do. Like when I see them, I always have a good old look. Because I would have, like architecture is probably one of the things which I might have enjoyed going into should, had things gone differently. I did industrial design. Well, specifically specialized technology was the name of the degree. And it was because at the time I wanted to go into miniatures for film. I did miniature sets. That was with a TS at the end. Miniature model making. I did monster making. So puppets, animatronics, that kind of stuff. Fiberglass and silicon mold making. And prop making, etc. That kind of stuff. What else did I do? 3D rendering and actually not 3D, like with markers and stuff rather than... They tried to teach me how to use a computer. I was not good at it then. I wish I'd put more effort into it because I had to teach myself later on. I was probably... The software they used was weird. Form Z at the time. It's very strange. I think it still is very strange. Ms. Monster, well, hey. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Happy... My day is rapidly coming to an end at this rate. Happy Sunday to you. No, I know. I know. I know, Zombella. I know. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. I hope you're well. So you spotted Moff Gideon's cruiser in the... I haven't watched The Mandalorian, Icarus. I might end up doing a reaction channel where I'm just incredibly grumpy about everything and hate a lot of stuff. Thankfully, in today's day and age, there's a lot of stuff out there to be hated because it's directed poorly or the concept or written poorly. There is not much good stuff to watch out there. Apparently, The Mandalorian is good. People like it. However, I have not judged it yet, so I can't truly say. People might be just biased. You mean a potato lurking streams and watching football? American football or proper football? It's a modelled one? Oh, okay. Well, I'm all about that. Like, I like building... Unfortunately, the course I was doing, it was kind of at the time when miniature sets, like Lord of the Rings, had just been filmed when I was graduating. And I would say that was probably last of the big sets, miniature-wise. I know they are still used, but not nearly as prevalent. CGI is used more often because it's cheaper, generally, and all that sort of stuff. It's a fantastic physical model. Yeah, it's like Alien Resurrection. The Betty, the ship, the space. If you've seen it, there's a ship called the Betty. I do like Alien Resurrection because of that miniature. It's awesome, and I love it. American, my Panthers. Hold on. Your Panthers are playing the Saints. We're up 30-0. Saints play the Vikings live in London next Sunday. Who are the Vikings? All I know the Steelers because I went to college in Pittsburgh, and that's all I know. Jangle's team, the Vikings. Albuquerque Vikings, is that what they're called? I'm showing deep knowledge here of American football. See, as your dad said, oh, okay. Great taste then. With the terrible towel, right? That's absolutely not. Listen, don't judge me for my lack of knowledge in this stuff. I do not. I hate with a passion. Like, I'll only really watch rugby. I don't like watching soccer. American football holds zero and even less interest for me. As does cricket I mean, if you want noise in the background, I guess. I don't know. It's just... Go sports? You're telling her? Hold on. So what did I just... What was... Okay. Zombella, what did I... Minnesota Vikings. Oh, shoot. Okay. I know things. I know all about American football. Minnesota. Wow. 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 Ouch. How is your team going, though? That is the question. So we've been building this slowly. The plan is I'm going to prime this. So we can paint the insides. I know a lot of people are just like, why are you painting it? You're going to close the miniature up and glue it together. Yeah, I am. Unfortunately, it's just the way my brain is like, I've got my, this is an ultramarine rhino for 40k. Don't ask why I do it. It's stupid. It's a bit daft, but it's pretty basically painted. Like, no one's ever going to really see it. I've got another 8 of these to do. And for my previous rhino miniature right here, I have painted the inside. It's very basic, though. So, but that is that. However, I am absolutely cream crackered. We will be getting... So the community tab, I believe, should be going live soon, TM. I don't know when that is. So hopefully I can start spamming that. I mean, like, using that to interact with the lovely, lovely viewers. Hello there. If you haven't subscribed already, do consider tickling that subscribe button and all of that YouTube stuff that everyone likes to repeat over and over. And now I have to do the same thing. Because I was looking at the stats... I think 50% of my viewership have subscribed. Evidently, I must up my game and put better content out there so everyone smashes that subscribe button. It's all right. It's all right, Zombella. It was a crappy week for me. That's why I didn't... Well, Monday and Tuesday, like, I had the funeral to go to on, but I had to travel on Monday. And then came back Tuesday, and I was just absolutely exhausted. So that's why I didn't stream on Friday as well. However, it is Sunday. We've got a new week to go into, the last week of August. No, last week of September. I got my months confused. Last week of September to go into before we crack it into October. Apparently, like, spooky stuff happens. Like, people like Halloween. I had a miniature that I wanted to paint for Halloween, but because the house is getting packed up, I can't paint this absolute legend. We have to wait till next year. It's terrible. Jangles, what's up? What did I say? What? I said nothing. Now the paints are ones I have. Well, thank Icarus. It was a good bit of advice. I did heed it. I can't heed all advice that's given to me by lovely, lovely folks on the interwebs. But I did agree that was... I will try and action that. That's the word people like. Albuquerque Vikings? That's what they're called, right? The Albuquerque Vikings... Look, I do not follow American football, okay? Jangles. I've got... All I know, the only team I know is the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? That's it. Everything else is guesswork and looking at someone's face when I say a team and going, I just made a mistake. That's not what they're called. They're called something else. Well, I know you, yeah. However, like, I don't know football. Like, when people talk about sports, it goes in one ear and out the other ear because I've got no time for it or interest. It goes... I don't want sports information taking up the small amount of brain space that I have. So I need to get rid of the sports information as quickly as I can and forget about it. You know that my team is in Minnesota. Wait, hold on. What? Do I? He just said he ignores you when you talk about football. I ignore almost everyone when it comes to talking about sports. Because I just got no interest in it. I got no interest in it. You know? I watched American football several times and I found it incredibly boring. Same as UK football. Well, just football in like soccer, if you call it that. I got zero interest in that. I find that incredibly boring. Ice hockey, yep, that can go in the bin as well. Basketball, yep, that can go in the bin as well. What other trash sports are there? Virtually all of them except rugby. Icarus, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I know we've basically just gibbered. We've had a look at some stuff, some releases coming up this Saturday, though. I hope you have a lovely night. Happy rest of your Sunday. That made a load of sense. You ignore me. I ignore everyone when they talk about football, sports. I don't ignore it. I just don't remember it. I think yeah. Let's go with that rather than ignoring, because ignoring's rude. I'll just say I just don't remember it. Goes in one ear and out the other. I used to love Reno. I used to love Formula 1 up until like a couple of years ago, and then I was just like, the interest waned. Well noted. Note away. Yeah. If they brought back rally racing, I would love, like, onto terrestrial TV, I guess. I would love to watch that. I used to, when I was growing up, I don't know if I've ever actually finished growing up, but when I was growing up, I used to watch the rally racing all the time on the TV, and then it kind of stopped. I think it's just available via sort of Sky or satellite or whatever. However, folks, you've all been absolutely saucy. Look, like last week, it was a crap week for me. I think I can agree with myself when I say that. However, I will show you the miniatures that I've painted up. I've got 5 more to do. I got 5 more videos to record. However, I will show you what we have done that I need to. Oh, crikey! Hello. Hold on. Rally is still going, but it's a bug. Yeah, I really miss rally racing. It's top tier stuff. Okay, so I painted up this miniature and recorded it. I've got all the footage. Hopefully, it's not terrible footage. This needs to get edited into a video. Not yet though. This is first. The World Eater Geezer. He will be edited into a video. I am going to do an entire series on basing them. So I've currently started to put together a list of like basing types for these miniatures. Sweet Ultramarine. I need to get rid of this. Damn it. So it's going to be the World Eater, then the Ultramarine, then the Death Guard. Then this one, which is my most recent one, which I did on Friday? Thursday. So this is basically metallic paint with contrast over it. So I did some pre-shading and pre-highlighting, and then just put the contrast straight on it. So it's going to be different from... I did a Iron Fists video, which is releasing this Wednesday, which is metallic paint, contrast, and then edge highlighted with metallic paint. I didn't really want to go that route with this one. I like the finish. It looks kind of funky. So that's 4 videos. I got 5 more to record. I'm going to hopefully get as many of those done as I can in the next sort of 2 weeks. Yeah. Ideally, I'll get all the footage done for next 5 and all their basing videos done. before we pack up. That is the plan, and I'm going to stick to it. However, folks, if you've not tickled that like button, I will heartily suggest you tickle away. And where is the buttons? However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you very much for hanging out with me today, folks. You've all been absolutely delicious. Tomorrow we are going to do the turret, the top thing of this. Hopefully, we'll do the top turret bit. Hopefully tomorrow I'll also prime this thing, and then Tuesday's stream and indeed Friday's stream we can potentially get it glued together and painted, and then also kind of glued together on Friday. Do check out my channel and subscribe, all that good stuff. Like, watch videos. Even if I am going to be streaming on Twitch this week. Like last week we took off. I will be back to Twitch this week. I got my YouTube stream tomorrow at 1:30 and my Twitch stream as usual 3 o'clock. Twitch.tv/GloriousBadger. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, folks. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday. You've all been as amazing as always. I have lost the buttons that I need to find to end this stream. Have a lovely rest of your evening, folks. Thank you. And, oh, hello. I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye.